In Galilee, down by the sea, sat James and John of Zebedee. Then Thomas and Nathanael too, with Simon Peter, made a crew. When Peter planned a fishing trip, the men got on their little ship. All night they cast their nets around, but not one single fish was found. The sun began to spread its rays, so soon the dark would go away. A stranger stood upon the beach. They knew him not, but heard his speech. The man asked, "Any fish just yet?" They had nothing but empty nets. "Try casting nets off to the right." They threw the nets with all their might. And soon they saw a big surprise. The nets held fish of every size. They caught more fish than they could count. They tugged, amazed at the amount. Then John was first to realize it was the Lord before their eyes. Though they all looked out toward the sand, poor Peter could not wait for land. When Peter knew it was the Lord, he grabbed his cloak and jumped overboard, and rapidly he splashed and raced to see his Savior face to face. So drenched and dripping, Peter went to be with Christ whom God had sent. The others soon came to the beach. They also hoped to hear him teach. A breakfast Jesus had prepared. Humility and love he shared, with roasted, smoky fish and bread, and all the disciples were well fed. Just after breakfast time was done, Jesus met Peter one-on-one. "Do you love me?" Jesus asked, and Peter thought about his past. This time Peter needed to show his love. He said, "Yes, Lord, you know." Then Jesus answered, "Feed my lambs." The Lord would soon tell him his plans. That wasn't enough. Christ asked once more, and Peter answered like before, "Lord, you know, with love so deep." The Lord then said, "Go feed my sheep." Then Jesus asked him one last time, "Peter, tell me, is your love mine?" Peter sighed and said, "Lord, I weep. I do love you." "Then feed my sheep." "Come, follow me," the Savior said. "Come, follow me, for you I've shed my blood to cleanse you from your sin. Now all your work will soon begin." This fisherman would shepherd all God's people from whom the Spirit called. He'd lead the people faithfully and write letters for all to read.